this is an IO23C01 timer module. We're going to look at how it operates. It's got a 30 amp relay, so it can operate a pretty good size load. In this case, this module is the 12 volt version. You can also get 24 volt versions. So this 30 amp relay can operate quite a decent sized water pump, but for the purpose of this demonstration we're going to use a very small 12 volt pump. So that 12 volt pump has a negative that's connected directly to the negative of the supercapacitor, which I'm using instead of a battery. It doesn't matter whether you use a supercapacitor or a battery. This is a 16 volt supercapacitor, but I've got it set to around 12 volts at the moment. Here's my voltmeter. Let's just have a look. It's about 13 volts. So, looking at the back of this, it says it's a 30 amp multifunction time delay relay, and it's got the numbers there on it of the model number. This 30 amp relay is connected. The output of the relay is this one, and that's connected to the pump here, and the inlet to the relay is connected to the supercapacitor's positive. So the positive comes through here and out there when the relay connects it. To make the relay operate, I'm going to connect up the negative to this one and the positive to that one there. So connecting that up now, this positive will switch the relay on. So I've got it set for T1 to be 10 seconds for it to be on, and that switches off when you get to T2 on this setting. There's 4 little lights here, 4 little LEDs, and what it says at the moment is T1, which was the 10 seconds. And then it goes to here for T2, which is the 5 seconds. So from 10 seconds to 5 seconds. Now this is operating on a particular function. So let's have a look at the functions. Without changing anything, I can look at the functions by long pressing the second button. And that's telling me that it's on number 6 function. There's several functions, but this is the one that we want for unlimited cycles. Now, if I just short press the set, it will take me on to T1, which is how long it's on for. And then T2, which is how long it's off for, the relay. And then it takes me to this, which is the NX function. And the NX function is a time multiplier for both T1 and T2. So the first 2 digits are the time multiplier for T1, and the second 2 digits are the time multiplier for T2. So we've got the 10 seconds for T1 times 1, and the 5 seconds for T2 times 1. So they stay as 10 seconds and 5 seconds. But if I had a multiplier of say 2, that would make T1 20 seconds. And if I had a multiplier of 2 here for T2, that it would make it 10 seconds. So we can scroll around these different aspects, and each time these little lights move on to the next one. So MD is the first little LED, then T1, then T2, and then NX. Let's just do it again. See, we start with MD, T1, T2, and NX, which is the multiplier. Long press on that second button and it takes us back to what's happening, the functioning. I can put it into power save mode by short press of the set button, and all that does is get the LED light off, but the unit is still operating. Another short on press of the set button and it brings up the LED display. So that's the power save mode. But to actually set the functions, you long press this first button, the set button. Long press it, and then we've got a flashing LED. Now we can scroll around. I can only change this first number at the moment with the plus and minus. So pressing the plus, it takes it to 7. Pressing the minus, it takes it down wherever I want it to go, but only the first digit. To move to the other digit, I press the second button here. So I can scroll around whatever I want to do there, and this is where I make the changes. 1, 0. I'm happy with this, so I now short press the set button and it takes me to T1, and I can change this here, 11, 12, or I can press that to get this one, or this, or this. So I can make this 9,999 seconds. That's great. It's working. I short press the set button to take me onto T2. Note that that LED there says T2. And there I can make the same changes. But I'm going to leave those there. Well, actually, no. I'm going to make T2 48 hours. Now 48 hours is 172,800 seconds. And so I'm going to make this 3,456 seconds, and then I'm going to give it a multiplier of 50. And that gives me 172,800 seconds. So I'm going to go 6. Whoops. Set this button, 6. Press that button to get to this next one. (3,456 seconds). Then I'm going to move on to the multiplier, and I'm going to make this one 50. T2 will be 50. So down 1 to there, move along 1, 50, leave that one as 1, and we're ready to go. So long press the set button, and away it goes. So it went for 10 seconds. Now there's going to be a delay of 48 hours. So that is how to operate the IO23C01 timer module. I think it's a really nice module. Thank you very much for watching.